Have you ever felt like you're surrounded by darkness? Like the problems of life are closing in on you and you just don't see any light at the end of the tunnel? And David found himself surrounded by enemies and alone. So he cried out to God and wrote this psalm. And right away, he tells us the confidence that he has in God. He says, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I trust. Notice he doesn't say was or will be, but right now, right here, right now, the Lord is my refuge and my fortress. No matter how powerful our enemies are, no matter how big the problems of life may seem, we have to remember that we serve a powerful God who is greater than any problem we may face. So when you're facing your giants, when you're facing your problems, when you're facing your fears, just remember that God is greater. If you did, please make sure to leave us a like. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. And if we place our trust in Him, He will be our refuge. He will be our fortress. He will be our shield and our covering. And He will not allow the enemy to harm us. Because the righteous one, the innocent one, He is our God. And He is greater than any problem we may face. No matter what I'm facing, no matter how bad things get, as long as I have God, I am safe. Well, today we're going to look at a psalm that speaks of finding strength in the midst of our darkest moments. He says, "Oh, that you would save me from the wicked, from violent men, from those who are filled with iniquity, and from those who plot evil." Now, these are some pretty serious requests, right? I mean, we're talking about someone who's literally surrounded by enemies who want them dead. And pour in the land for the blood of the righteous one, which is innocent. Now, David knows that his enemies aren't going to stop pursuing him. They won't stop trying to harm him simply because he's put his trust in God. But he also knows that God is more powerful than his enemies. He knows that God will not allow his enemies to harm him because he has placed his trust in Him. But David isn't asking God to come and fight his battles for him. Instead, he's asking God to protect him. He's asking God to be his shield, to be his covering. So let's dive into Psalm 91. As a young man, David was being pursued by King Saul, who was trying to kill him. Now, David goes on to tell us what it is that he wants from God. And friends, that's what God wants to do for us. You see, we live in a world that's full of darkness, and sometimes that darkness can feel overwhelmed. Sometimes the problems of life can feel too big for us to handle. But we have to remember that we don't have to go through this alone. We don't have to face our problems by ourselves. We can call on God and He will help us. He will be our refuge and our fortress. He will be our shield and our covering. But notice what David says next. He says, "They are against me for my salvation because of their sin, for the iniquity of their lips, because they have treated the innocent friends." The same is true for us. So I encourage you today, no matter what you're facing, run to God, hide under His wings, and know that He is with you. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you've learned something about God and His Word.